Hey, today I'm gonna make a little diorama for my little baby turtles that came with my little Splinter that came with even littler Splinter. And I'm gonna show you some really simple tricks that you can make a little diorama or a big diorama, and it's pretty easy. So this is high cloche dome, that's what it says. I don't know what that means, but it's like a snow globe, but it doesn't have a good seal, so you wouldn't put water in it. And I have all these little turtles, and I wanted a place for them. This is a slice of pizza that I painted from the Mutant Mayhem turtles. I'm gonna add that. So I already got started on this one. That's how it's gonna look, but I'm gonna show you on this bigger one because it's gonna be easier. And I'm also gonna add a pipe coming out on this one, and I'm gonna start by painting that because they're acrylics and they dry fast. But I want to try to do this as fast as I can, hopefully less than 20 minutes, because I'm filming live action instead of my usual time lapse. Most of the things I do, I have to do time lapse because there's like 50 steps. This is only like 5 probably. So this is a paper straw, which is good because if it was a plastic straw, I'd have to prime it before I could paint it with these acrylic paints. And I'm putting a coat of black on, and then I'm going to do silver, and the black makes the silver pop out more. Then I have a toothpick in a piece of E.V.A. foam, and it'll stand there until I'm ready for it again. Now I cut a circle out of a bigger piece of E.V.A. foam, and it's a foam floor mat, so you can get at lots of stores, dollar store, Walmart. That's where I got this. Well, this one is a thinner one. It's more for like a garage. Same thing pretty much, but this is thicker. So if you want to do a bigger wall, it's better to get a thicker one. Anyway, how I made these lines with a sharp pencil, and we'll do a ruler's width. And just going deep with this sharp pencil, so I want to make a nice indent, and then in the middle of that brick. And now I'm going to make those lines deeper with my X-Acto knife, because the deeper it is, the more the grooves are going to pop out. It'll look better when you paint it. This one already had the lines because I cut the circle out of this wall that I made a while back in my diorama for my Super 7 figures. And to cut this circle, I traced around with a sharp pencil, and then I slowly went around with a knife. This other one's thin enough that you can cut it with scissors, but you want to go with a knife to get your sharp edges. I'm going to do half of it just regular cement, but I can make cracks and marks in the cement with the knife, and also in the bricks. It's pretty much random, but also places where the corners meet are a good place the cracks would be in the real world. You can do some in the middle, the little dots by just spinning. Maybe a little chunk is missing over here. I think that's enough definition. And now to bring it out even more, and it'll seal up the foam because the foam will want to absorb the paint because it's porous. But by having a lighter, or you could use a heat gun or even a hair dryer, I'm just gonna barely touch it and moving quickly, or well, however fast this is. You don't want to see smoke, but you want to see the color change a little and it gets shiny. But it's gonna seal it up, but also it's gonna bring out all the cracks that you cut in earlier. Starting to pop out a lot now. And it doesn't have to be perfectly done. If some spots absorb more of the paint, it'll give a cool effect and make it look more natural. So I want to make sure I get all the cracks because I really need them to pop out more to make this look as cool as possible. So that's ready. Just going to do a quick dry brush of gray that I mixed with white and black. And I think I put a little bit of green in there. And I have a big brush, load it up, and then tap it all off until there's only a little bit left on the brush. And then just quickly, oh, I want a little more than that. But then you can go back into where you tapped off so you only get a little. That's the idea, but I need more paint. I took off too much, and this paint is a little dry because I made this one yesterday, and these containers don't keep out the air very well. There we go. I still want some of the black to show through, not only in the lines, but on the brick, because it'll just add more detail. And it'll just be, dirt or weathering from all the years. But you could do a wall, you could do a floor, you could do, well, that's pretty much it. But if you wanted to do a diorama wall or floor, it's pretty thin, maybe like a 1/2 inch thick, and then for a bigger wall, I would glue it onto some foam core poster board to keep it straight. Otherwise it'll start to bow or bend or U. But yeah, that's good for me. And it's gonna dry really fast. It's already dry because I put so thin a layer of paint on there. But next I want a little silver. Just gonna drop a bit onto the paper towel there. I'm gonna paint this pole, and then I'm gonna put a hole in there and glue it in when it's dry. So 11 minutes. I think I can still finish it in 20. That'll be good. I'll cut it down to probably like 10 minutes, hopefully. Now to add some green. Came with this green canister. That's what gave me the idea to do this little thing, and I filmed a video a couple days ago, but it didn't work out because there's construction going on above my head and it got ruined. So I thought this was something I could do quick. So I put it here because if it's coming out, it's gonna go in the cracks and stuff. So I added some green. I just did a leaf green on that one because it's close to the color that this ooze is. This is a more yellowish neon green, but close enough. And now I have to kind of imagine where it's going to be. Maybe it's over here. So then we're going to come out from there with the green. I want to try to get in those cracks and along the cracks. It's hard to get in there with the brush. This is going to be a floor, but this is not going to have that. I have these Mutant Mayhem turtles, and they all came with ooze canisters. So for that green, I used lime green. In order to get it deep in those cracks, I'm just going to plop a bunch on there. It's a lot thicker than I was hoping it was going to be, and I put on more than I wanted to, but that's okay. It'll just be leaking everywhere. But yeah, when you have lots of paint like this, it's easier to get in the cracks and get deeper, but I have to take some of that away. That's cool. So since I put a lot of paint, it's thick there. That's going to take a while to dry. But when it's done, I'm going to cover it in a coat of matte acrylic varnish, and that's going to seal everything up. But I don't need to do that now because I'm going to work on this one. And it's better to have a bigger one because these turtles are bigger than these turtles. These are the Mirage Comics turtles, and the Mirage Comics little baby Splinter. Well, he's not a baby. He's probably in his like 30s or 20s, probably in his 30s when he meets up with the turtles and they get mutated. He's already lived a life and learned ninjutsu and stuff from his teacher, Master Yoshi. Yeah, Yoshi. I have the other Splinter that came with Yoshi, the little rats, but they're in the other room. So I have my sharp pencil, and I'm gonna make a hole for this pipe here. Just don't stab yourself. Go all the way through one way and then the other way. And that should be good. And hopefully it's dry. Yeah, dry. I'm gonna cut this a little and then cut it down the side so I can squish it into that hole because it's a little bigger than the hole. Oh no, I don't want to paint my pencil green. Oh, so lucky. I'm gonna squish them together and get some super glue or crazy glue or gorilla glue. Super glue, that's what it says here. I think Crazy Glue is a brand. It was a popular super glue brand when I was a kid, but now it's more like discount bin, dollar store glue. But this is an oil glue, and it's taking sweet time to get out the top. This is embarrassing. Come on. Alright, we got it. And since I got these little guys, well, these guys have just been in a box, so I had nowhere to put them. But these ones, I've been waiting to do something like this or find somewhere to put them. So I'm happy to do this now. Okay. And now, because I want some of this stuff to stick if I move it, I have this dollar store double-sided Scotch tape. It works, but it's not that sticky, so it'll be easy if I want to take these off later. And I think I'm just gonna do the pizza and the, oh, that's too much, but see, it's very easy to come off if I ever want to take it off. It's not going to damage the toys. It might leave a little glue residue, but then you can just wipe that off later if you want to. Try to remember how I had it before. There, pizza can go there. I left the sticker so I could show you what it says. It was $1.50 at Dollarama, or other dollar stores would have it too in your country possibly. Dollarama, it's like Dollar Tree. Alright, it's got a little glue on there. One day I'll clean that up better, but not now. So I'm at 21 minutes, so I almost made 20 minutes. And Splinter's tail can go around there. That'll keep him in place. And then the turtles, they can go wherever. But if I move the container too much, they'll fall. But that's okay. You can face out. And there you go. A 360 glass dome diorama. Well, 360 diorama, because you can look at it from any way you want. Well, this way is the least interesting, but this side's good. This side's good. Pretty much 270, you're gonna get a good view. Well, I'm happy that turned out all right. Hopefully this video records properly and I don't lose another video, but something new coming next week. Until then, remember, always keep your head up. Peace.